The follow-up is simple. Ask a question, listen to the answer, then follow up. I'm your host, Noah Kozlov. Enjoy.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Follow-Up Podcast. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and every week we sit on my bed and have a different conversation about something I want to talk about. And this week, we're talking about turning 7.
So when we started this podcast, well, I had started a number of years ago
Correct.
by myself, and you were a guest when you were, I think, 3 years
3,
old and 4 years
4,
old a few times.
5.
So if anyone wants to go back and listen, because we weren't doing video at that time, listen to conversations with Eden when she was 3 and 4.
For my birthdays.
Mm-hmm. And then we did some
And then
vacation
we did
recaps.
vacation ones, like Punta Cana.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so you can go back and listen to those episodes at the follow-up. We started this version where it was the two of us on camera together at the beginning of the pandemic when you asked, hey, can I be the co-host? And then I asked the folks at Vocal about it, and they said, well, if Eden's going to be on it, can we put it on camera? And we said, sure. So we started this.
Actually, no, it was my idea to be on camera.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was my idea.
Huh. I don't even remember that.
Okay,
Good
that was
idea.
my idea.
So we started it, you were 5 years old. You're a few months out from being you're about 5.5 years old. And then we did it all throughout year 6. And now you're 7 years old.
Wait, we started when I was 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, right. Because I think we started the first episode.
Spring of 2020.
Was April of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, right.
Right, so then you didn't turn
6
until October 2020, and now
right.
and now you're 7. So this is your first episode. You are a 7-year-old.
Right.
Anything different?
I don't know.
Nothing different yet?
Not yet.
But I know you don't feel it yet, but I don't want you to move too far, and then you can't turn all the way, because then
Right.
they can't see you. Well, then what's the point of being on camera? I know you don't feel anything like
Right.
physically different
No,
yet,
of
and you
course
just
not.
turned 7. Are you thinking about anything differently? Do you see the future any differently now that you're
No,
7?
I don't. Not yet.
Nothing.
Not yet.
Okay, not
Not
yet.
right now.
Are you anticipating any changes or thoughts about just getting older and what responsibilities might be like, what school might be like, what friendships might be like
I don't know.
as you get older?
I don't know.
Nothing. So then,
It's like maybe.
all right. So
I'm
then,
not sure.
you said you wanted to talk about being 7.
Right.
So I just asked you a whole bunch of questions. You said I don't know.
I'm like-
So what do you want to talk
Like
about?
I think I have like thinking more about like my friend relationships
Okay.
because I have a lot of relationships with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like different relationships with different friends. So thinking about those things.
Like, and of course we're not going to mention names, but explain that, because it is something that we talked about for a few years, about different types of relationships with friends. So explain what types
Like
of
I have-
relationships.
Like a good relationship, like a really good relationship with a few friends.
Mm-hmm. And what does that mean at this age? Like
That
what a
means
really
that,
good
like-
relationship is.
Like I know that person really well,
Mm-hmm.
and they are a very good friend.
And what does that mean, being a really good friend?
Is they're kind,
Uh-huh.
they're caring,
Yep.
they're fun to play with,
Mm-hmm. You feel like you can trust them.
and I can trust them.
Right, you feel like you can trust them. Like they would have your back.
Right.
You trust them. You can talk to them about things.
Mhm.
Okay, good. All right, so that's one bucket of friends.
Right.
Okay.
That's one bucket.
Mhm.
I have another bucket that's like a little less. I can still trust them, but less than this bucket.
Understandable.
So, I can still trust them in everything. They're just, I can say maybe a little less caring, just like a
Uh-huh.
little bit,
Yep, I understand.
and a little less trustworthy.
Trustworthy, good. That's a good word. Yeah, so there are certain friends that you may enjoy just playing with. Right. But maybe you enjoy playing with them at the park, but you wouldn't want them maybe necessarily to come over to the apartment and like just spend one-on-one time with, because maybe there's not as like much to talk about, or there's not as much
Or,
just
like,
to do together.
I want to talk about like anything that
Certain things.
I might like certain things like that I would with this book.
Right, because you I think what you've realized in a few different situations is that from what other people have said to you, not what you've said to other people, that someone will tell someone else something and say, don't say anything, and then they say something.
And then that makes me annoyed.
Right, because then you know that you can't trust that person.
Right. And that means that if I tell another thing that I don't want to get out, I have to do it in someone in this bucket, not this bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say like telling secrets, but like saying like telling things that I don't want to get out.
Okay.
We'll just say that as secrets right now.
Right, okay, nothing like bad about
No,
somebody, but just
no,
like
no,
something
no.
personal.
Right.
Right, something personal.
So
Right, there are certain friends that you would tell something personal to,
Right.
but not others. And I think that's really mature to learn at this age, and something Mom and I have talked about to you for a few years about. All right, well maybe that's just someone you've class with, you're friendly with, you say hi to, but not someone that you're going to spend a whole lot of time with. But also, I think what we've seen is certain kids that you were in pre-K with, that you complained about, or where they were maybe mean or annoying, they've grown up. And maybe other kids that you were friends with, now you're not friends with now, because kids are constantly...
some of them.
Right, of course, not everybody. Kids are constantly changing. Constantly.
Yeah, like I had a girl that I was at pre-K with
Mm-hmm.
that came to my 5th birthday party, but now I'm not friends with.
Right, yeah, and it's not like they did something wrong to
No.
you, it just, people just grow apart. And as you get older, you'll grow apart from some people, other people that you'll grow closer to, and then that happens. There are cycles
Right.
over and over again. There are certain people that you'll meet that you're like, you know what, that, you know, maybe at overnight camp, and then if you go to college, and then for years and years after that, you might start to think, well, maybe that friend was a good friend at that time,
Right.
because it takes a lot of effort to keep up
With
friendships.
the whole friend.
Yeah, with friendships, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and but it's really important to have some
Right.
some close friends, but those friends will change over the years. Yeah. Okay, so 7 years old and 2nd grade. We celebrated your birthday. It's nice to have your grandparents here, aunt and uncle also. What was the best thing you ate over your birthday week celebration?
Best thing I ate,
Mm-hmm.
I think last night was that Caesar salad.
That Caesar salad?
That was so
Yeah. What made
That
that?
was
What made it so
so-
good?
The dressing was so good.
I didn't try it. So to describe
was
it, because there are
creamy.
different types of
It was creamy,
creamy. Okay.
and it was just, I don't
Was it peppery?
know.
Not
I
peppery.
don't remember how to describe the taste, but it was creamy.
But it's creamy, because some of them aren't as creamy.
No,
Caesar
it
dressings.
was less creamier than the one I get at Just Salad.
Less creamy than that one.
That
okay.
was very creamy.
Was the lettuce? It was romaine lettuce,
Yeah.
and was it nice and crisp? Were there nice slices of Parmesan?
Yeah, and they were very good croutons.
What makes croutons so good?
They just taste good.
Well, yeah, but what did they taste like? Or what was the texture
Because
like?
their texture is just crunchy.
They were crunchy.
It-
Oh,
it
good
gives a
crunchy
crunch.
ones. Okay, good. Were they like garlicky at all, you think?
Yeah.
Oh. As garlicky as that oil and beforehand with the bread and the oil, that was pretty garlicky and really good.
No,
No, that was really
not
good.
this garlic.
Yeah,
that was
really
like
garlicky.
4 cloves of garlic.
Yeah, that was really good. So your birthday dinner we had at home this week, and you asked for pesto salmon, extra lemony sautéed kale, Israeli couscous, and it's become a tradition that on your birthday we have pie. Because pies are great, so why can't you celebrate with a birthday pie? We had a peach praline pie.
So good.
But then we celebrate with everybody else. We have a cake. But I think having having that tradition with the pie, I think that's cool. I think it's different, and something that maybe you'll continue your whole life. Like even when you're not living with us, if you're out when you're out on your own and you're out with your friends, say for your birthday one year, and we're not there, and someone makes sure that like, hey, do you any birthday traditions, or you can say, hey, can you make sure that I get a pie on my birthday? Because I've always had a pie on my actual birthday. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe you'll do it for you. You know, if you have kids, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome. Anything you want to ask me, since I feel like I've been talking a little bit more. Anything you want to ask me about?
Did you have any
Anything.
traditions that you had on your birthday?
Traditions. We
That
used
you
to.
had like every year?
We used to celebrate we used to have a birthday party on my half birthday.
Okay, so that
In
was like
June?
a tradition of your birthday.
Yeah, sure, because we like to have a birthday party outside, so we used to have a birthday party at the house.
Right.
And because my birthday's in December, so you couldn't really do anything outside in December, like playing in the yard, playing sports, playing basketball, swimming, so we used to do that. So we used to have my birthday party in the summer.
Yeah, but you went across the street. You don't, but you went across the street for something.
Yeah, we used to go across the street to play basketball and swim.
And swim.
Uh-huh.
But you
And then
played
in
in
our
the
yard, we'd play football,
Right.
wiffle ball. And we'd sit on the porch and have cake, open some presents. Yeah, that was fun. At my 7th birthday, I think I was just really into sports. Really. And then I also remember when I was 7 in 2nd grade, I wrote a note to a girl in class. I got a little piece of paper and I wrote, "Do you like me?" And then I had a box that said yes, and a box that said no. Yeah. She said no. But yeah, we were friends all throughout school. Not really anymore, but we were then.
That's funny.
Kids do
That's
that.
funny.
Did kids do that in your class?
No.
No. But so you know, you can talk to us about that stuff because Mom and I have both been there. You got nothing else. All right, so I'm glad you're 7, but next time you say I want to talk about something, you're gonna have to talk about it.
Well, I did talk about friends.
Friends. Yeah. Okay. I love you.
I love you.